Krispy Kreme Challenge started 9 years ago with a group of 12 students as a dare. Could they run from the North Carolina State University bell tower 2.5 miles to the local Krispy Kreme store, eat a dozen donuts, and run 2.5 miles back? So the first year was just 12 students and it was just a dare. Last year we had over 8,000 runners come to Raleigh, North Carolina for the race, and we've raised over $558,000 for the North Carolina Children's Hospital, including $184,000 last year alone. So it's a very unique race. A lot of times I just tell people it's a charity race with a very wacky, bizarre twist to it.
It's such a large event. We want to have a minimal impact on the community, especially because we're trying to do something good for the community. We don't want to end up doing something bad by leaving all this trash behind us.
When you have 8,000 runners, if you have one person who goes and buys a box of donuts, you kind of have the box, and then if you have any leftover donuts, then that's it. When you multiply that by 8,000, you now have pretty much mountains of stuff left over. We try to do our best. If you have 3 bins there, and you have a trash, a recycle, and a compost, people will say, like, oh, which one do I put this in? Making sure that people know what can be composted or what can be recycled is definitely top on our list. And so we're going to try and have people stationed everywhere and make sure that when we have the station set up, that the people there, one, who the volunteers know what can be composted, what can be recycled, but also that they're put in places where they're going to have the best impact, where most people are throwing away their trash.
We're Champion Green certified, so in order to get that certification, we had to minimize the amount of trash that was produced. For example, the saran wrap that goes around the boxes of donuts, because they come in these huge pallets that are like 10 feet by 10 feet wide and 5 feet tall of donut boxes of dozens of donuts. And so in order to minimize that, we looked into things like going to Walmart to recycle the plastic there, making sure that the cups were paper and were compostable so they didn't have the wax coating, for example. And then just making sure that it was advertised around the race that this is a zero waste event. So please be mindful of where you're actually putting your trash or compost. And we also make sure that we have the clear streams with every single option, recycling, compost, and trash.
For us to truly serve the community and to serve the state, how can we really do that unless we were also serving the sustainability of the state and advancing it in that way? And so for us, in order for us to truly serve, I think it's very important that we are sustainable as well.